Hey guys, how you going? And welcome back to another Cricket 24 video. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some screenshots that Big Ant have released today. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the teaser video and some more screenshots, and of course Thursday the game will be launching and we'll be doing quite a few videos on it. But for this video, let's take a look at these screenshots that have been released. I've tried to do a comparison against Cricket 22 to see if there's an improvement there, and I think you'll be a bit surprised. And surprising in a good way. Now, I want to take a look at this screenshot first because I think it's the best of the lot. We've got Harry Brook playing a pull shot. Of course, he's licensed now. So I think he just had a random sort of play face that didn't actually look that good in Cricket 22. It looks legit here. And also, we get to see licensed pads and gloves. So he's got the grey nickels, pads and gloves, and they look really good as well. Another thing to note is that I can actually see a thigh guard there. Now, in Cricket 22, they are pretty much non-existent. They didn't have any sort of protection there. I mean, it's a real small thing, but it's the little things that count and just adds to the realism there. Now, the next screenshot I'm going to show you is Crawley. Now, Zach Crawley sort of putting the bat into the crease to go for a run or for another run. Now, here we don't actually see any licensed gear apart from the bat. So I would have thought Harry Brook, he's sponsored by Grey Nickels. I would have thought that Zach Crawley would have been sponsored by them as well and had the same sort of licensed gear. Next up we have Heather Knight in the London Spirit kit. This one looks pretty good. It looks like they're playing at Lords in the 100. So that screenshot looks pretty good. I think it looks a lot better than the Cricket 22 one. I'll actually do some comparisons side by side as well so we get a good look and see how much it's improved. Now looking at the Sydney Sixers WBBL side, we've got a player making a diving stop in the field and complete enough areas here, but the grass actually looks very good. Like, compared to Cricket 22, which I'll show you in a moment, it looks way better. But as I said, enough areas from me, it's just grass, but I mean, it looks way better in my opinion. Hopefully it translates to the actual game, but time will tell. Next up we have Beth Mooney raising the bat. It looks like she's either walking off for the day or she's been out and she's just raising the bat to the crowd. Of course, sponsored by Grey Nickels there. It looks like the gloves look like they might be sponsored as well because they've got the checkered pattern there, and it's in yellow, like the same sort of coloring as the Grey Nickels bat, so potentially that's licensed as well. Next up we have the Ashes. Looks like it's Mitchell Starc steaming into Zach Crawley, I want to say, because he's got the same generic gloves and pads. We can see the stumps there. Is that the NRMA ones, I think, I want to say. But yeah, that screenshot looks really good as well. Next up, we've got Kagisa Rabada in Punjab Kings kit, and I've got to say, this screenshot looks sick. The way the lighting looks as well, it just looks fantastic. So if this is actually what the player models look like and how they are in game, then I reckon it's going to be a massive improvement. Graphically speaking, of course. Next up, we've got Jimmy Anderson rocking a nice dark red dookie. Looks like he's going to roll the arm over to warm up. One thing I noticed in this one is the texture of the uniform. It looks way better. You can see sort of like the aeration on the side there, the breathability of the new kits by Castor. Yeah, looks sick. No real issues with that one there. If these are the player models or like the graphics for the game, not that it's going to be a massive improvement, but these, like, if the lighting's sort of better and it creates this sort of graphic, then I am a real fan. So after looking at those screenshots, we're going to look at a comparison between Cricket 22 and the Cricket 24 new screenshot. Now I've tried to recreate these the best I could in Cricket 22. So I've got a couple here of Harry Brook. He's trying to pull shot in Cricket 22. I can't actually recreate the shot that he was playing there. He's got he's got a lot higher like leg swivel. So that could be a new pull shot potentially. But we can see here in the other one as well. I've just got a couple there. It doesn't really do it justice compared to Cricket 24, so it's a tick for Cricket 24 with that comparison. Next up, I've got Zach Crawley here. Once again, it was tough to get the same angle. I think the animation of the bat sliding in is potentially different because every time I tried to get a camera angle of Zach Crawley's face, he was just looking down, so that looks like it's been improved a bit as well. Next up, we've got Heather Knight in the London Spirit kit from Cricket 22 compared to Cricket 24. I think that looks a lot better. The texturing of the graphics as well, and the lighting, of course. Doesn't look as dull, looks a bit more refined, so yeah, I'm just talking absolute shite. Next up, I've got a couple of the Sixers ones, so one in Cricket 22 of a diving grab, and another one sort of taking the grab and on the ground. Now, the main thing I was talking about is the grass. Like, the grass, you can sort of see it textured in Cricket 22, but compared to Cricket 24, I don't know what it is. I think it's the lighting, or the coloring, but it just looks way better in Cricket 24. So hopefully this is what we actually see come Thursday. Next up, we've got a comparison of Beth Mooney. Once again, looks a lot better in Cricket 24. Just the lighting and the texturing of the actual like bat handle or the bat grip as well looks really good. Another one here of Mitch Starc steaming into, I think that's Zach Crawley. Yeah, I mean, it looks way better. These screenshots are doing all sorts. And this one is probably one of the bigger differences. I mean, the Cricket 22 version of Rabada is not licensed, but you compare that to the Cricket 24 one. You can also see like the texture in the uniforms as well. It just looks a lot better, like the shadowing as well, like the shadow of the collar. So I think the lighting has been improved massively. I mean, I've said it multiple times. Another thing to note is that they don't actually have the IPL license on the arm as well. I just noticed that then. I mean, it makes sense. The competition isn't actually licensed. It will probably be called the Indian Championship 2020 or something like that. But yeah, it looks like such a massive improvement, and the player model looks fantastic. Finally, we've got Jimmy here. We can see a couple different variations of Jimmy in Cricket 22 compared to the Cricket 24 screenshot. And yeah, it just looks better in my opinion. Like, you can see the texture change of the uniforms. Like, it just looks real bland and dull in Cricket 22, and then you compare that to Cricket 24 where you can actually see like the patterns as well. It just makes it look so much better. So once again, I'm pleasantly surprised about these screenshots. I was going in not expecting a whole lot, just some couple of screenshots, but they have actually I don't know, just made me a bit more excited for the game, if this is what it's actually going to be like. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of looking at the new screenshots and then looking at a comparison between them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But anyway, tomorrow we will be looking at the teaser trailer and some more screenshots apparently, so get ready for that one. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe. If you are feeling up to it, leave a comment down below. Always appreciating those. But until then, take it easy.